The most frightening monsters aren't the one we see. They are the one we slowly become, and perhaps one of those monsters has no face, no name, yet every day it passes judgment on you, on me, and on everyone else. A few days ago, writer and research scholar Asad Buda published an essay on his Substack Uncertain Coordinates titled The Disembodied Crowd, Faceless Judgment and the Burden of Being an Individual. On the surface, it is an essay about social media, but underneath, it is about something much older: the human fear of personal responsibility. The moment when I disappear into day, and a deeply uncomfortable question: are we still individuals, or have we become fragments of a faceless crowd? Nearly 2 centuries ago, the Danish philosopher Soren Kierkegaard wrote, "The crowd is untruth." His warning feels strangely modern, because today it takes only a few seconds, a short clip, a sentence taken out of context, a mistake, a single awkward moment. Suddenly thousands arrive. One mocks, one condemns, one reports, one laughs, another simply watches. No one feels fully responsible. Yet, by the end, a real human being is buried beneath an avalanche of reactions. Asadi Buddha calls this phenomenon the bodiless crowd, a crowd with no face, no body, yet enormous power. It never stands in front of you, it never looks into your eyes, it never hears the tremble in your voice, yet it can alter the course of your life. And perhaps the strangest part is this: we are part of it, you, me, and every one of us. For decades, social psychologists have studied what is known as the diffusion of responsibility. The larger the crowd becomes, the less responsible each individual feels. We tell ourselves, I only left a comment, I only clicked like, I only shared the post. But history shows that many collective harms are built from these tiny, only small reactions. Small actions, small permissions, small silence, until something enormous emerges, something nobody wants to claim ownership of. But Buddha goes a step further. He argues that the problem isn't only social media, it isn't only algorithms. The problem may also be us. And that's the difficult part, because we prefer to think ourselves as victims. We prefer to blame technology. Yet, if we are honest, there is comfort in the crowd, comfort in agreeing with the majority, comfort in judging alongside everyone else, comfort in reacting without thinking, because being an individual comes with a cost. Carl Jung once observed that confronting oneself is among the most uncomfortable experiences a person can face. Perhaps that idea is even more relevant today. In the age of algorithms, individuality isn't simply having a different opinion, it's having the courage to stand behind your opinion, to pause when everyone is shouting, to understand when everyone is condemning, to keep questioning when everyone else seems certain. Algorithms are strange things. They don't create monsters, they amplify what already exists within us. The desire to be seen, the desire to belong, the desire to judge. And sometimes the secret satisfaction of watching someone else fall. That's why Asad Buda doesn't describe the algorithm as a mirror. He described it as a labyrinth, a maze we walk through every day. We believe we are moving freely, yet step by step we are guided somewhere we never intended to go. And this leads to the essay's most important question. If we blame everything on algorithms, what happens to personal responsibility? If every act of hatred belongs to the system, what about the hatred I shared? If every judgment belongs to the network, what about the judgment you made? And if everything is the fault of them, where does that leave me? Perhaps the greatest crisis of the digital age is not the machines are replacing human beings. Perhaps it is that human beings are quietly abandoning their own place, avoiding a simple sentence, I am responsible, because responsibility is heavy and disappearing into the crowd feels easier. So here's the final question. When the screen goes dark, when the notification stops, when nobody is watching, who are we then? Are we still individuals, or have we become part of the same faceless crowd we fear? Maybe the greatest danger of the algorithmic age isn't that technology will take away our humanity. Maybe it is that in exchange for comfort, certainty, and belonging, we willingly surrender it ourselves. If you enjoy questions like these, welcome to Mr. Brilliant. We don't just talk about books and ideas here. We question everything, because sometimes a good question is worth more than 1,000 answers.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।